What's up, kids? How are you? Awesome. Well, I'm Mr. J, and I need some help today. I need you to help me sing my theme song. It goes just like this. Listen. Book of the Day with Mr. J. You think you can help me? Come on. Book of the Day with Mr. J. Yeah. Just like that. Let's do some more. Let's go. Book of the Day with Mr. J. Hey kids, go tell your mama your new friend said, hey, I like to read, laugh, learn, and play. Peace to anybody who has something to say.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over the world? Welcome back to another episode of Book of the Day with Mr. J. And I am, that's right, I'm Mr. J. Now, before we get into the Book of the Day with Mr. J, we're going to start with the Word of the Day, sponsored by Total Speech Therapy. How this works is I'm going to pick a word, and you're going to repeat after me so we can practice our words. Today's word is going to be tree. Can you say tree? Tree. It starts with the T, and then the next letter is an R. So instead of saying T, you say tree, because it's TR. Tree. Great job. I hope you practice your word tree, because it's very important to learn that it starts with an T. Tree. Okay. Now today's book of the day is a very popular series called Pete the Cat. Now Pete the Cat has a book called Crayons Rock. Crayons Rock. And it's by Kimberly and James Dean. Hey, Kimberly and James Dean. I almost messed up your names. That's because I've been reading books all day for the kids. And I'm excited to read this one too. Okay. Look at this page before we even start. Wow, look at all the crayon colors. Crayons Rock. Now, we recently had an incident at my house where Amina or Amira wrote on our wall with the crayon. And we can't figure out which one wrote on the wall because they won't tell us. So don't write on your parents' wall because we're going to have to clean it up. All right? Let's get into the first page. Am I small yet? Yeah. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. First page. Pete loves his big box of groovy crayons. He loves to draw things like cars, trucks, flowers, and trees. And most of all, the big blue sea. Ooh, this is a nice page. I know you can see it behind me, but wow. I see crayons and he's drawing the blue sea. Pete the Cat always looks so calm. All right, what you got going on, Pete the Cat? Next page. From rockin' red to cool cat blue. With the box of crayons, there's nothing Pete can't do. He has a cool cat blue crayon and a rockin' red. Okay. One day, Pete decided to draw something new. What are you drawing, Pete, with that pink crayon? Let's see. He's drawing his friends. I see a duck, a cat, and a frog. Using lots of colors is so much fun. Pete wanted to use every one. He scribbled and drew a great big smile. His drawings were groovy and rocking with style. I like this book. They have some flavor in this book, some sauce going on in here. Okay, next page. Crayons Rock. Look at all the colors. It's like the color of the rainbow with these two words, Crayons Rock. Pete was proud of the pictures he drew. He hoped his friends would dig them too. Oh, this is a cool page. All of the crayons are in a band. They're playing instruments. I see a guitar, a bass, I even see drums, a microphone. Wow. Okay, next page. Pete showed Grumpy Toad first. Grumpy said, "This doesn't look like me. This doesn't look right. These colors are way too bright." Let's read it again, because I messed up. My bad. Okay, Grumpy Toad said, "This doesn't look right. These colors are way too bright." That's messed up. He spent all that time on that picture and Grumpy Toad shut him down. Pete thought, "Hey, no sweat. That's all right." The next one will be Dynamite. And it's for Gus from Pete. That's his friend Gus with the hat backwards. Ironically, he's a black duck. Okay, next page. Pete showed Gus his picture too. Gus asked, "Who is this supposed to be? It really doesn't look like me. Who is this supposed to be? It doesn't really look like me." Huh. That's what Gus said. Okay, let's keep it moving, because Pete doesn't seem like he's going to be appreciative of what they have to say. Pete thought, "Hey, no sweat. That's all right." The next one will be just right for his friend Callie. She's a white cat. Pete finally showed Callie her picture. Callie said, "This one is fine, but it feels like something's missing from mine." Okay. Blue eyes, white cat. Let's see. Pete said, "What a mess. Bummer. I guess my drawings aren't the best." Pete started to frown. He put his crayons down. Wow, he took all of that time to draw these pictures for his friends, and then they didn't even like him in the end. Okay, next page. In art class, the teacher asked, "Pete, what are you going to make?" Pete said, "I don't know. I'm afraid I'll make a mistake." Pete looked around. Gus drew the coolest superheroes. Callie's flowers were awesome, out of sight. Grumpy's motorcycle was just right. Whoa, Pete's heart sank. His paper was blank. He didn't even want to draw anything after seeing those nice pictures. Let's see what happens next. The gang looked at Pete and said, "No sweat. It's all right. It doesn't have to be just right. Your art is cool because it's you. Your art is so unique. Grab your groovy box of crayons. Show us your technique." Okay, unique technique. I like it. The teacher agreed. Art should be fun. Art is for everyone. From Rockin' Red to Cool Cat Blue, with a box of crayons, there's nothing you can't do. Pete smiled. There are no rules. It's no big deal. Art is about how it makes you feel. Pete loved his cool art. That's one thing Pete knew. Suddenly, Pete knew exactly what to do. He tried again. School bus. Instead of drawing them one by one, Pete drew the whole gang just having fun. Yeah. Wow. Way to go, Pete. That's a rockin' masterpiece. Grumpy Toad, Gus, and Callie agreed. Pete's picture was off the charts. See? That's the groovy thing about art. The best art comes from the heart. Crayons rock. And then there are a bunch of cool pictures at the end. The end. Now, the lesson to learn is just like Aaliyah said back in the day. if first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. So Pete didn't get good reviews from the crayons he used and the paintings he painted with the crayons and the art that he made. So he went back to the drawing board and tried again. And he didn't give up. That's what I think is most important. Never give up on what you want to do, because guess what? At the end of the day, it'll only be you. So just like every episode, thank you for coming and watching another episode of Book of the Day with Mr. J. Peace.
Book of the Day with Mr. J. Hey kids, go tell your mama your new friend said, hey, I like